By the Emperor's light, another warp breach! Purge the heretics for the Emperor! Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. So, last time, we stared into the void, and the void cooked my potato. But, more importantly, Theodora came back, and not only did she kidnap Idira, but now she's trying to steal the rest of my ship out from under me. And since we can't afford Bill Murray's salary, I think we're going to have to engage in some amateur ghostbusting and purge that cloud of demonic fart gas off of my ship for good. So, we're just going to dive right back in and get to it.
My house would be proud of me.
Yes, they would. The lines on the screen look fuzzy, as though the Cogitator's readout system or data storage has been damaged. Theodora is messing up my ship, and I do not like it. The people's remains have been hideously mutilated. The flesh seems to have melted at the edges and is thickly coated in stinking mucus. Ugh. Yeah, this will not stand, Theodora. You've been haunting my ship for far too long. It is time we get a little bit of revenge. The wall lining is dented, as though someone tried to break their way out. Labored, stuttering growls and periodic rattling comes from beneath the casing. Even the machine spirit's not happy with you. Alright, just gonna double check. Make sure there's no loot around. There was loot. Here we go. This is why you always check the map. But yeah, nope. We cannot waste any time. We have got to try and rescue Idira as quickly as humanly possible, because we are going to need her for the next space fight. You guys alright? Just business as usual? What's this? A huge shell ready to be loaded into the macro cannon breach. We probably shouldn't be here. We definitely shouldn't be fighting under any kind of torpedo bullshit. Hello? Anything worth taking? You good? Hurry! Hurry before the Lord Captain gets angry. No, I'm standing right here. If you're talking about Theodora, yep. There you are. You horrendous pile of fart gas. Where is she? I clearly remember her being around here somewhere. Well, it sounds like your memory is no better than mine. Alright, you crusty bitch. A spilt liquid, cloudy and carrying a strong chemical smell. It is the coolant used to stabilize the major cogitator systems. Ah, there's loot up there, you say. What about down here? Anything worth grabbing?
Keep your wits about you.
That's the sound you usually make when you see something. But I am not seeing anything. Alright, let's go deal with this crusty old sack of demonic shit. Ah, there you are, my little coward. Why won't you look at your captain, Idira? It's wrong. It's all wrong. Look at her, boy. My little Idira is utterly trapped in her visions. I probably should have saved before I walked into this. No matter. I will allay your doubts. Lord Captain? Idira turns her head to you. At least you know who's still in charge. but her demented gaze only rests briefly on your face before sliding away. Up close, you can see that the base of one of Adira's temple implants has blackened and melted. No, wait, Lord Captain, Lady von Valencius. Adira raises her eyes to Theodora, who stands before her. Tears stream down Adira's cheeks. You came back. Theodora, I like the use of quotation marks, clucks her tongue in sympathy, reaching out to tenderly stroke Adira's hair. Poor little Adira. There. How could I not come? You were crying for me so desperately. Your pleas carried to the very depths of the warp itself. The smile suddenly drops from her mutilated face. Why didn't you save me? Why didn't you warn me? Answer me, you insignificant wretch, or I'll drag the answer out of you myself. Theodora's fingers dig into Adira's scalp, meeting no resistance. Adira lets out a soul-chilling howl and tries to grab the hand tearing into her, but her fingers pass through the monster's flesh. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything that could have had anything to do with you. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I failed. Ah! Adira breaks into a strangled scream, and you feel the air around you growing rapidly colder. Fight it, Adira. Argenta wordlessly swings her weapon up and aims it at Adira, who is struggling in the monster's hold. The Sister of Battle looks at her without an ounce of doubt or mercy. Argenta, stop. We need her. Argenta wrinkles her nose at your shouted command and lowers her weapon by a few centimeters, but she does not put it away. Smart, to be perfectly honest. Iconoclast +5. Let's see. I do like that 90%. Yeah, no. It's about time I laid down the law, as much as I would love to do this one, because I know her and Victus have a thing for each other. I am gonna go for the 90%. Adira, I am your captain, not her. Listen to me and snap out of it. Persuasion test succeeded. Adira shudders and goes limp. Then she blinks, disoriented, and looks at you. Lord Captain. Damn it! Theodora shoves the psyker away with a low snarl. The rogue trader's body begins to change, losing its shape.
Chaos will devour you. It will devour everyone responsible for my death. Die! Die for the delegation of my lord.
Yep, like I said, evil fart gas. Oh, that's not good. Maybe we should have brought Henrik.
True power of humanity.
Because I don't think anybody around here are practiced demon slayers. But it's time we do this. So I'm going to go there. Cassia, you can go right there. Argenta, right there. Abelard, Cabela, you can both be there. Pascal, you're going to be able to go first. And then it's going to be the crusty fart gas. And then this guy. And then Adira gets turn. And then this guy. Mutant bomber. Oh, lovely. We have quite a few people to deal with. Pascal, you go over here and help them out. Abelard. Cabela, you can also go over here and help them out. And then the three of us will focus on this, and the three of you can focus on all of this. That seems right to me. Alright, let's try this out. So. First things first. How do we get... Okay. So we can get Bella, but not Abelard. To be honest, he's kind of a tank. I think he can handle himself. Oh yeah, everybody has 1 extra AP. Oh, that is going to come in handy. Alright. Go ahead and put this on... Actually, let's set up these. Put the front line right there. Oh, God. I put Pascal in a crappy spot. I'll be perfectly honest with you. You can go there. And then you can put that right there. Then we're going to go with the back line right there. Right there. And then we're going to need to start making some decisions. So, I think Pascal would be better suited to take these two out. And Cabela can start meat grinding down here. So, we're going to go right there, and we're going to try out this new axe. Let's see. Might as well go with this. Ooh. Nicey nice. And then... doesn't work on demons. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and put it on... Who am I not just immediately going to shoot in the face? I'll put it on her anyway. Okay. Decent enough turn for now, Pascal. Oh, nice, Adira! How dare you? Oh, she's just taking her own turn. I suppose that makes sense. Though I would prefer to be the one in control of this, because clearly she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. $223 health. Oh my god! You evil pricks. So, first things first, we're going to do this. And then we're going to do that, because I need to start using it more often. And then you can come down here and punch this man in the face.
Blades and shadows.
Parry? Really? You bastard?
I cannot serve you in this way, as the tenants demand.
Yes, thank you, Goth Mommy. Mother of God. We can go there.
As honor ordains.
Parry again? Okay. How about this?
Shadows will see it done.
Okay. Now come
As
back.
honor ordains.
Alright. Man, I love that skill. I think that's good for now.
Look out.
How dare you? Don't you dare touch Cassia.
Deliver us.
0 with an exclamation mark? What the hell is that? So we'll do that because it's free. And then... Ugh, I don't like that. What if we do this? I wanted to try out the new weapon for a second, but... we could do this. Yeah, I think I will do that. And you use parry. Okay, so sworn enemy.
Indeed.
Endure
Victory is
and
It will
defensive
be done.
stance. I would like to get a taunt in there, but that's alright.
Emperor, protect me.
Goddamn, the 3 of us go last? That's not good. Okay. So, we're going to do
I'll do
this. Put out our bounties just real fast. I could go for the cheap and easy ones since these guys are both about to die. But I think we'll go for all of the demons. That way we get a bigger boost. And then we're going to go for rapid fire. And we're going to put it into you.
Without demons is worthless.
God damn. That wasn't half bad,
I'll
Argenta.
do it.
And we're going to do it again.
As the Emperor
Nearly dead. That was a damn good turn. I take it back. Maybe you are better at fighting demons than I gave you credit for. Okay, let's start this off with Surefire Plan. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this on you.
On it.
I'll put out my bounties on the lesser dudes just so I can get a boost in
I'll
half
see
of a
to it
second
personally.
when Goth Mommy gets a new turn. And then
Who, if
perfect
not
spot.
me?
And not really affected by cover efficiency. Did I already do this? I think I already did this,
I'll see to it personally.
but I'll do it again. And you know what? This still gives me 14% armor penetration, so no reason why not. I could kill either of them, but I think I'm just going to try and do a little bit of damage to the fart gas.
I'll make it happen.
God damn! That was a hell of a lot more damage than advertised.
Help me, Lord Captain.
So, both of you get away from Cassia.
Try to die with grace, at least.
As in, right the hell now.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And then we are going to do... I would get more use out of it. But, yeah. I'll do this for
I'm a
this turn.
navigator, not a servitor.
That way, next turn, we can get the free attack of opportunity off with
Me?
Abelard.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
But, piercing
It's as
shot,
good as done.
surefire
it.
plan, and shoot this crusty bitch in the face.
Make it happen. Thought twice before
Oh,
crossing
damn.
me.
Theodora, you are not having a good time, are you? Okay, Cassia. Why don't you come over here by me and get out of
Give me strength.
danger? That'll do it. And then Pascal. We are going to go ahead and put one on her. We're going to beef that up. And then, let's see. Yeah, let's do this. Ooh, and I can choose where it goes. I gotta start using this a little bit more often. Give us a little bit of armor. And punch this man in the face. Good work, Pascal. I think even though you have an extra one left, this isn't exactly going to do anything to demons. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't do any damage to demons. And there's no real reason to get the defense from a peasant. Parry? Good work, Argenta. Ow! Why is everybody going for Argenta? How dare you? There you go, Adira. Like I said, I really wish I could control you, because it feels like you're just doing your skills at random. But that's okay. So, we got 1, 2, 3 people down here. Can I do this? 35% chance that I won't have to waste a swing on you. Damn it. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Let's do that because it's free. And then we'll do this. We'll go right there. And we'll just finish you off to keep you away from coming after Cassia. Ooh, and then we can do a jumpy jump. Oh, we are just barely out of range. Shiza. You know what? We're gonna save the jumpy jump. And we'll do that. Don't know if it did anything, but that's okay.
An offering of blood.
Did you just goth mommy? How dare you? You horrible bitch. Alright, Abelard. You know what? We'll let Adira kill this one. Really? Old man? What are you doing? Didn't throw her, though. Alright. This time we're screaming for dominance.
I will do my duty.
Even though we probably should have gone into defensive stance, but nobody seems to be going for you.
Quick! Quick!
Oh, you opportunistic little shit. Okay. How are we gonna do this? If I go right there, I can do this.
Move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
I can do this. I'm pretty sure they stack. And then we can do this.
Faith without.
Oh god. Well, that's fair.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Damn. Should have did that before. Still learning those abilities, which is kind of pathetic, to be honest. We are 44 episodes in. I really should know how Argenta works by now. And then if we go right there, how does this shot look? Nope. Yeah. Over penetration. Surefire plan. And take the shot.
I'll make it happen.
Yeah! Eat that, you crusty pile of fart gas. And we'll go back there. And do this.
Don't let your guard down.
Activation of this ability consumes one stack, makes the next action stronger. We'll leave it for next time. I really should start putting more grenades on my own dude. Ow! How dare you? God damn! Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that right now. Both of you come back to Abelard. I said, both of you come back to Abelard.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Now, we're going to do this.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
We're going to do this to get the free attack, like I said I was going to. Dirty little harlots. And then we're going to go ahead and give this to Abelard.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
And he is just going to go buck wild.
I'd rather not. Indeed. An exemplary strike.
One more,
It
Abelard.
will be done. Reduced to dust.
There we go. Okay. Now, if you would kindly come over here and back up Cabela, I would appreciate it. Go ahead and do this, because it's free. And then defensive stance. Yeah, might as well just do everything, because it's free.
It will be done.
Alright, Abelard. Do you have a gun? You do have a gun. That's not worth it. Okay, Pascal. It's not going to be a whole lot you're going to be able to do. So, why don't you come over here and take a shot at this man? Oh!
Not be undone.
Yeah, I might be switching back to your old weapon. I forgot that that arcs to friends as well.
Discern the future on the battlefield.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
Catch me!
Yeah, this poor little bastard is not going to be too happy with his life in a second. Hello, sir. Go back down those stairs. You're not welcome up here.
One fewer target.
Adira stares at you with crazed eyes while clutching the wounds on her head. At first, no sound comes out of her moving lips. Then she coughs weakly and whispers, "Lord Captain, is it really you?" Argenta trains her weapon on Adira and watches you closely. Are you alright? Adira removes her hand from her head and tries to wipe away her tears, leaving bloody marks on her face. Then she touches her burnt-out implant, frowning. I don't know. It should be quiet, but in my head, the whispering's louder. It shouldn't be like that. This abomination claims that you called her. Is this true? Me? Did I? Yes. Well, she's honest. Lord Captain, I think it was me who called her. I can barely remember the voices of my old good whispers. They suddenly turned red, sharp. They started cutting, tearing, ripping me to pieces. I cried out. I called for help, and she came. Adira groans and clutches her head. Damn it! Why are the voices making so much noise now? Shut up! Shut up! Has anything like this ever happened to you before? Like this? Never. Well, there was something, but it was different. It wasn't as strong or as terrifying. Apparitions appeared. Mechanisms malfunctioned. The crew lost their minds. Adira breaks off. But Lady Von Valencius knew about that. She said it was a small price to pay, an acceptable expense. No psyker is immune to it. But what happened here? It was just a mistake. I won't do it again. Adira stretches her lips in a helpless smile, looking past you. There will be no more mistakes, Lord Captain. Argenta grits her teeth. This is not the first time this heretic has caused the death of her crew. Do you remember the incident on the mid-deck, Adira? What did those honest souls ever do to deserve such a fate? To be turned into mutants and attack their own families? You are a monster, a heretic. If you have any humanity left in you, admit what you are. Shut up, Adira. You're on thin ice. Adira moans, Quit your preaching. You're the worst out of everyone here. The previous rogue trader has been seen on the ship recently. Was that your doing? Yes, Lemedicus. I did it a couple of times when I had too much to drink. At that time, I thought I heard her voice among all the whispers in my head. The voice was so sad, so clear, I couldn't help myself. I answered. I hoped I could reach her there. Ever since she died, since I first heard her voice in my head, the whispers have gotten louder, clearer, harder to resist. You hear the warp whispering in your head and you answered? Are you insane? You don't know what it's like. The most important person in your life, who's now gone forever, suddenly starts talking to you inside your head. How could I not try to reach her? I had to. She falls silent for a moment. When she next begins to speak, it is in a barely audible whisper. I know what you're thinking. During the warp jump, when Lady Theodora came out towards us, I kept thinking about that meeting. I keep blaming myself. Why didn't I divine it? Why didn't I stop her killer? These thoughts have been playing at the back of my mind, day after day, choking me with guilt. And do you know what? The one on the officer's deck, I don't know what that was, but this time, here, this was the product of my guilt. An accuser straight out of my own mind. So what am I supposed to do with you now? There's a reason why I keep ignoring these, despite the free dogmatic points. I really do not want to lose Adira, because I mentioned it at the beginning of this, but I need her for those ship battles. Not only that ability that turns ship around and does free damage anywhere on the map, but you'll see when it gets upgraded and she can do the Fist of the Emperor, that it is an incredibly valuable skill to have. Is it worth risking the ship? Maybe. Maybe not. But I know it's one hell of a good ability. And if we can avoid killing her, at least for the moment, she deserves a second chance. Well, maybe not deserves, but she's earned a second chance. So what am I supposed to do with you now? Adira turns sharply to face you. Lemeticus, I know after everything I've done, you have no faith in my willpower or my strength, but I can fix everything. It's just I'm not at my best, you see, but maybe we can find a way to replace my implants or some other remedy, a better one. Lady Von Valencia said that such a thing could be found. If not here, then elsewhere. I just didn't need it before, but we just need to find it. We need to figure out where to look for it, and we'll get it. And until then, I'll keep myself on a tight leash. What will happen to my crew while we look for this remedy? Adira swallows and straightens. I'll pull myself together, Lord Captain. The death of Lady Von Valencius knocked me for 6. I'll get myself under control. No more booze, no more obscura, nothing. And I'll stop walking around the lower decks. I'll be stone cold sober. She determinedly wipes the tears and blood from her face. I want to help you, Adira. We'll think of something. Adira covers her face with her hands and tries to hold back her sobs. Thank you. Thank you, Lemeticus. I won't let you down. You are making a mistake, Lord Captain. Perhaps you will find some things to slow the decline, but it will not stop it. Only a miracle can save Adira Talas now. Adira awkwardly shakes out her stained clothing. I think I'd better, with your permission, Lord Captain. She sways, takes a step back, and faints. You get one more chance, Adira. We'll look for those implants as quick as we can, but anything like this happens again, skill or not, I'm not going to be able to save you. Lord Captain! The Voxmaster's shaking voice comes over the calm bead. I received a report that the shooting on the lower deck had stopped. I presume you have brought the situation under control, awaiting further instructions. Oh, that'd be fucked up. I got rid of the warp's illusions. Adira is alive. Bring her to the Churgeons and have them see to her. You hear unconcealed relief in the Voxmaster's voice. Like I said, they have a thing for each other. Of course, Lord Captain. As you command. Okay. Adira, just wait for the Churgeons to come pick you up. Ooh. We got some loot to get. Yeah, all these shit-covered knives can go straight to cargo. Thank you for running around and picking them up for me, Cassia. Anything else? Yeah, 2 more over here. I got these ones. 2 more rusty knives. And then we got a treasure chest. Get it, Pascal.
The machine god grants me insight.
The wearer's psi rating is increased by 1 until end of combat. These are nice. These are very nice. I will happily take those.
Rise to the top or get left
Alright,
in the
I
dust.
think this is the last thing, and then we get to move on. Goth Mommy? Who hurt you? Instead of regular symbols and numbers, the screens display slanted script, almost resembling handwriting, in an unknown language. Yeah, we need to get the servitors in here to clean all this blood off the walls. Here we go. Onwards and upwards. Back to scanning planets. We gotta try and find those implants for Adira just as quick as we can. I have no idea where the hell we're gonna find them, but I do not want my ship getting haunted even one more time, no matter how useful those skills may be. Kamen. Thank you, Potato. Alright. Let's check the journal real fast. I'm gonna go check in with Vigdis real quick. Really? This is all you have to say? Have the Vox spirits brought you anything interesting lately? Forgive me, Lord Captain. I have no information that would... Okay. That's fine. Does Adira have anything to say for herself? Have you recovered from your encounter with the false Theodora?
I'm not going to lie. I haven't. Maybe I never will. But I'm not hearing random voices anymore. And I haven't been calling anyone from the other side. No. All that's done with. After what you did for me, I can't let you down again.
I'm glad to hear it. Very well, Adira. We will hope for the best.
Yes, sir, Lord Captain. We will.
Alright, yeah. No looking into the future for a good little while for you.
Of course. All...
You're more or less grounded from the warp, young lady. Back to scanning planets. Okay. So, gotta try and remember exactly what the hell I was doing. Oh yeah, we were coming over here. Alright, let's... Never... I mentioned this when we first started crossing the scars, but never spend so much that you bring it down to green. Always unsafe. Because these are very limited. And most of the time you aren't going to get a fight. Ooh! I will check on that right now, actually. Lord Captain, the world of Foulstone has been upset by a conflict between the followers of the Order of the Hammer and the refugees from the Winterscale Dynasty's domain. An argument broke out near the tomb of the renowned holy man, Necomedes Keith, and the tomb was damaged in the fray. The pilgrims, revering Keith's rival, Philippimenes of Malpi, claim Keith to be a thief, who had stolen the relics of Saint Cognacius and violated the sacred mystery of his resting place to sate his greed. The Order of the Hammer is furious at the heretical statements and the desecration of Keith's burial site. Who is this Nicomedes and Philopomenes? What is the issue here? Saint Nicomedes is a missionary who arrived in the Expanse alongside the founders of the Order of the Hammer, offering them valuable guidance for colonizing Foulstone. He converted many worlds to the Imperial Creed, but his most famous feat was his search for the burial site of the legendary preacher, Saint Cognacius, who conquered the Expanse thousands of years ago, leaving behind scores of relics. Keith was able to track down some of those relics. The order was named after the power hammer of Saint Cognacius, Piety's Charge. Philopomenes of Malpi is a priest from Winterscale's realm. I already don't like this guy. He preached in the same times as Nicomedes and denounced him for the false veneration of Saint Cognacius. He believed that Cognacius preached the incomprehensibility of the highest wisdom to the people, and that any attempts to learn it would only lead to heresy. What? That's the equivalent of saying, this man wrote a Bible, but don't read it because it will only lead to the devil. He called the search for Saint Cognacius' burial site blasphemy, and the collection of relics looting and soliciting. In his opinion, the sacred objects should not be congregated in one place, but should find haven across the many worlds. The relics are power, and the aggregation gives way to pride. What say my advisors? For a group that has just... Yeah, very much agree, Heinrichs. For a group that has just arrived in a foreign realm, the Malpians' conduct is insolent at best. Penance should be imposed on them. We will send them on a pilgrimage to find the relics of Saint Cognacius and to learn the ways of Saint Keith. In this way, they would be of use for returning the lost relics, and the Order of the Hammer would be satisfied with a just verdict. There was a similar theological dispute at the Fifth Ophelian Church, or Ophelian Council, and the conflict between the two cults was resolved in sacred duel. 20 champions from each side came forth, both sides vowing to accept the victor's teachings if they lost. I propose to invoke the council's edict and settle the dispute in the same way. They believe that their faith is superior? Then let them prove it. Subject them to a severe test of faith. If they survive it, they will have proven their steadfastness. Even if the Order of the Hammer does not accept their arguments, it will be easier for them to recognize the newcomer's right to interpret the way of Saint Cognacius if they prove it with their own blood and pain. It's kinda what Argenta's saying. The Malpians have renounced the concept of possession. Their vows are true and similar to ours, but they lack humility and reverence for the dead. The Bloodspun Web could embrace their leaders. We could teach them, and we could soothe the turmoil. Ooh. Okay, so we get one Saint Cognacius relic and one security. Ooh. I'm kind of liking Cabela's at the moment, even though I agree more with Heinrichs. Complacency, soul pattern, power and sword. I'm just looking at the... Yeah, fuck. Sorry. Screw that one. The Malpian Shroud. I'm actually really liking this. Because we get all the benefits of this, plus Blade Dancer's Greaves. Moving through cells affected by raining blood or blood file costs the wearer 50 MP for 50% MP less. Wielder gains a 5% chance to reduce incoming warp damage by half for each point of deflection. Okay. What is the Malpian Shroud? Whenever the wearer deals damage with a melee attack, they gain plus 10 temporary wounds? Oh my god. Yeah, we aren't doing one that costs us complacency, no matter how much we want to roleplay. As far as morality is concerned, I agree with Heinrichs. Might as well look at this. That's not bad either. Dear God. The only thing is that the only one who can use that right now is Heinrichs. Not doing that because that's going to screw our efficiency. That Malpian Shroud, though. +1 security in the Blade Dancer's Greaves. This is actually a harder decision than I thought it was going to be. What happens with the test of faith? I do lean towards, you know what? Let's just make Goth Mommy happy. I may agree with Heinrichs more. I may want the reward from Abelard's more. But they're part of the Bloodspun web now. Bring them aboard. From this day forth, these people serve the Undying One. That is nice. A grim and solemn procession of preachers came aboard and made a vocal renunciation of their former lives. Disturbed by the loss of their spiritual leaders, the refugees quieted down and no longer defiled the Order of the Hammer. The Order of the Hammer thanked the Lord Captain for his protection and staying true to the agreements between them. Alright, so everybody's happy. +1 efficiency, +2 profit factor. Okay. Now, let's see. So this one I might wait for. Touched by Holiness. We get 2 complacency up. Saint Cognatius left behind many treasures that are now coveted by powerful men and women. Rogue trader Incendia Corda possesses the shards of a priceless combi tool bearing the saint's fingerprints. Formally reclaiming the relic via the Adeptus Administratum will be a bureaucratic war requiring influential allies and nothing short of an army of clerks and scribes. But if it is passed into the safekeeping of the monks in the Order of the Hammer, it will be a great triumph for the faithful. Indulgencies for sale. Selling the forgiveness of the ecclesiarchy can be a significant source of revenue. One more profit factor, and 2,000 of the Fellowship of the Void. What are the ones that we can't do yet? So, the requisitioning of religious tithes from other worlds in the guise of the ecclesiarchy gives the opportunity to keep a portion of the proceeds. Unquenchable greed. Is that... I'm guessing that's further along. A glorious mag train loaded with relics will run across Foulstone, carrying the light of faith to every corner of the world. Requimator. Whenever the wearer kills their target with a melee attack, all enemies in a 2-cell range around the wearer suffered willpower bonus mental damage. Explorators plus 3,500 efficiency and complacency. Gonna be a while before we'd be able to afford that one. Doesn't block anything. Blocks Project Cemetery of the Faithful. 2,500. Lord Captain's Void Ship gains plus 5% bonus to evasion. And then we have to choose between phlogiston, adamantium. Okay. So you know what? We're going to do this one. It's not going to cost me anything. I just need to have more than 20 profit factor. If this costs me profit factor, I am going to be pissed. Okay? But having +2 complacency affects the amount of profit factor produced by the colony and the speed of projects in the colony, increasing or decreasing them by 10% for each point of complacency. Okay, so that means future projects will be easier to actually pull off. Let's, at the very least, head into this place and see what we're looking at. Ooh. Looks like we have quite a few things to look at. There's a trophy here. Ooh, it is... Unfortunately, it is getting to be about that time of the hour. So, whether I like it or not, we are going to have to end things here for today. But I want to thank each and every one of you for coming along with me. I hope you all have had a wonderful day. And until I see you next time, have fun and stay safe out there.